Hi, this is my second vlog entry. I started school today, so that's a bit of a bummer. So I had to go to class at 8:30 a.m., so I had to leave at 8 and walk in the cold, so be impressed that I even have makeup on, okay? So no judging. So I'm just really not into the swing of this whole school thing yet, since I just started. And then I had my like 4-hour class, and the way the class is structured, we are doing group. Basically, we each have like a group of 3, and our group teaches on a different day with a different topic. So every day a different group will be presenting, and so me and my group, we nabbed the topic of honoring diversity, which I was super excited about because that's like my thing. Um, but downside is that's the second group to go, so we have to go on Wednesday, so that leaves us like no time. So we met today and got like our basic plan, and we just have to like get the specifics down. But I don't know, it's interesting planning a diversity lesson with people who aren't like super social justice people like me. Cause I mean they're nice people and like they're not that bad, but they just don't know that much. So I'm kind of like, okay, but what if we didn't say that and instead talked about this? Like they want to use they're using for the part about sexual orientation and stuff. They're using Glee singing "Born This Way," and it's kind of like, okay, all right. So whatever. Could be worse. Could be so much worse. So going with that, but they're letting me do the talking for the sexual orientation and gender identity part and the socioeconomic status part. So I will definitely be educating the frick out of my class. Socioeconomic, I'm going to do like an activity, like maybe some kind of like, I don't know, poverty simulation or something. I don't know. There's so many of those. Um, that will be easy. And then for sexual orientation and gender identity, that's where it's hard because there's so much that I want to educate them about. Because, like, the thing with the people I go to school with, most of them, is like, they're really nice and really open minded, but I don't think a lot of them even, like, are fully aware of what transgender means. And I don't think they've ever heard of non binary genders, most of them. So there's just, like, I'm pretty sure they think that people are either like gay, straight, or bi. If they know what bi is. I would imagine most of them know what bi is. They just probably have that impression that it's all like these, I don't know, like girls trying to impress guys or something. So I will be educating them. I wish I had like, the presentation is 3.5 hours. I wish I could just spend that whole time talking about gender and romantic orientation, or gender identity and romantic and sexual orientations. Because I'm definitely going to want to talk a lot about transgender issues, because since this is an education course and that's such a big thing in schools right now, what with like gender neutral bathrooms and stuff, and just because kids being transgender is, I feel like that's been in the news so much, so I'll try and talk a lot about that and educate them, and then I'll talk about non-binary genders. I'm probably not going to be able to define like gender fluid, bigender, pangender, all that. Um, but I'll just kind of talk about the fact that there are non-binary genders, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people in my class probably don't realize that they even exist. So I'll get that in there. And then I'll talk about, because the thing is, I feel like if one of my partners was doing this part, they would be like, yeah, some people are gay and people might pick on them, so deal with that. And it's kind of like, okay, everyone in my class knows that gay people exist, and most of them are pretty, like, I feel like most of them are mature enough to, like, not be overtly homophobic in terms of that. So I want to spend, I'll mention it, but I just want to spend more time talking about like bisexuality, pansexuality, and I'm definitely going to talk about asexuality because I don't think anyone I go to school with knows what that is outside of like our GSA, which is okay with it, but sometimes bad. So yeah. So I'll definitely get in an asexuality plug because I mean, I didn't know that existed until like this summer, and I'm asexual. So I think that's really important. And then I'll talk about like the difference between romantic attraction and sexual attraction. But unfortunately, this isn't a presentation about that. It's a presentation about honoring diversity in a classroom. So I'll just have to like really briefly talk about all of this and then be like, this is how you respect people and not be queerphobic pieces of shit. Yay. And then, yeah, they're going to use that Glee song, which, whatever. I mentioned I wanted to use that, what's her name? Angel Hayes, I think, that she rewrote, Same Love. She's pansexual, I believe. I wanted to use that because that would be really good, but then I was listening to it and she swears a lot, and I don't know, the class is teaching the early adolescent. It'll be for college kids, but I just feel like it's probably not appropriate. I don't want to make any risks there. So, yeah, I'm probably going to have to scratch that, which is a shame because it's a whole lot more powerful than Born This Way. Sorry. Whatever. It's fine. I'll be able to do my spiel about like non-binary genders and asexuality, and that's going to be, I think, enough for them to take in probably because I think it'll be pretty new for most of them. I feel like I don't want to sound like I'm just like shitting on my classmates. They're nice people and they're not like ignorant, really. It's just like, I mean, I didn't know about a lot of this stuff not that long ago, and they've had like the same upbringing as me and not the education I've gotten from like Tumblr and stuff. So that's why I want to be able to talk about this stuff because I feel like once they have it brought up to them, maybe that'll trigger something and they'll, not trigger as in, yeah, I don't know, maybe they'll look into it themselves and learn something. Or just, then if it does come up in their teaching, if all of a sudden they have a student who's a non-binary gender, they'll be like, hey, I remembered that from that class, and instead of being like, what, that's not a real thing, or whatever. I don't know. I have spent 8 minutes talking about nothing except for this project. I am so sorry. I don't know what else to talk about, though, because that was my day. I really want a nap, but I don't have time to take a nap because I have a whole bunch to do for this because I have to write exam questions for the presentation that he wants submitted tomorrow, and then I have to and then I have to write like a really super short essay. I mean, it'll take me 20 minutes, but still, it's one class, but there's like a bunch right now. But once this presentation is over with, I won't really have anything to worry about for that class, except for like maybe a couple short papers or something. I don't really know. So that'll be good. Also, my professor liked my Captain America headphones. So that was good. He's the same one that he always notices my Buffy stuff. So maybe I'll just like play a game this winter where I'll just wear a different fandom thing every day and see how many of them he can catch. I think that'd be fun. Maybe I'll wear my Hufflepuff shirt. I think I have a Buffy shirt that he hasn't seen yet. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Okay, I'm just gonna stop this now because I'm really boring. I'm sorry. So yeah, anyway, have a nice night or whatever whenever you watch this.